Hello, and welcome back to the Outer Worlds. We are exploring surroundings of the
Got
Stellar
it.
Bay.
Heads down.
Uh, this over there is the Stellar Bay settlement. This over there are Stellar Bay ruins north, and we are now entering south. In the north, we have encountered a lot, and I mean a lot of raptidons. We also explored the area, as you can see by the markings over here, with some mantisaurs around the Terra 1 and over here by some random vending machines. And then we went through this passageway to the Marauder River Camp, did some raiding over there, and then returned by the cliff to this area. Now, now we explore, well, the southern part. Surprisingly, like I don't want to jinx it, but I do not see anyone here yet. And I'm both relieved and terrified at the same time because it can't be that there is nobody. Mather residence. I may wish to hold that thought. Okay, we do have some raptidons out there, so it's not a
Are
completely
these
empty place.
real ruins? Huh. It's just like in the serials.
I believe this place has seen better days.
Oh, you people think so? I believe I do have one officer's spine. Yes. I don't know why I take the model spaceship, I'm sorry. I do remember why I took the musical box. It sounded like a good idea. That looks like a church. Um, it's over there. How do I get there? Oh, why does the grass does not disappear? Yep, it does not disappear. I don't know why. Nope. So this way we have marauders. This way we have raptidons. Like, yes, welcome to Monarch. I don't see any entrance to this building. This building is open. Now I have began encountering Oli Toxifree. What's that thing? Do I have it? Harmful status effect now. I have been encountering some saves that require skill up to 150 to unlock them, and I have not been happy with such discoveries. Because obviously I do not possess 150 skills. I am going into 150 with sneak so far, because I would like to have an opportunity to occasionally punch enemies in a way so that they do not react on that. And apparently, with... Aww, who's that? And apparently, since I have perils on Gorgon, that is only seems to be possible on the level 150. Which is not nice, because my understanding is that if I would not have this DLC, my sneak attacks that one-shot an enemy would have not triggered an alarm. Risky, but we're in. Let's investigate the place. What do we have in this church? I picked a nice hat. Leadership skills and persuade. Alright. Now that we're on some distance. Yes, I would like to go in a graveyard. Because there is supposed to be a body of dog. Oh, you're sleepy guys here. Alright. We are not very afraid of the sleepy guys. Olympus Lover's Point? Oh, now you're not a sleepy guy. Or are you not? I'm confused on your behavior, guys. I'm also upset that the grass does not disappear. Like, what is this? Yeah, this thing here says Olympus Lover's Point. What's that thing? I only see some occasional artifacts across my screen, but that is it. Okay, let's go to this residence that we have found. Lie down. Lie down. Thank you. Mother residence.
A visitor? What an unexpected surprise! Please, come in. Come in.
I, for one, welcome a reprieve from our travels. That is, if you'll have us, kind sir.
That's the spirit. Now come in. Make yourselves comfortable.
Thanks, don't mind if I do.
Excellent. You've arrived at just the right time. My wife is putting the finishing touches on dinner. Please, make yourself at home until it's ready.
I think I just lost my appetite.
Why?
Oh, hello there. You come for dinner?
Well, that wasn't my plan.
Are you sure? Because someone came for dinner yesterday. Or a week ago. Wasn't that you? Maybe not.
Are you okay? You seem confused.
It just gets hard to remember things. I recall moments, feelings, but the details slip. Other times it's like there's fog. Sorry, have we talked about this before?
No. Maybe I can help you.
That's nice of you. I usually feel better after I eat. Mama said dinner's almost ready, huh?
What a pleasant surprise. And just when I was beginning to fear we'd seen the last of good company for a spell. Yet the Eternal provides, does it not?
I guess so.
Only if you give yourself over to the plan, Martha. May I call you Martha?
By all means, just make yourself comfortable. Company is always a reason for cheer.
I certainly can't fault your optimism.
And who could? Stretch out your hand, and cosmic divinity reaches back. Open wide your mouth, and the universe provides sustenance.
Things have a way of working out, I suppose.
That they do. Though it's up to us to make the most of those opportunities, wouldn't you say? Look at me, prattling on as if this gravy is going to cook itself. Why don't you run along until we are ready for dinner?
Oh, hi there. Did you come to bring us more of those rocket candies?
What are you talking about?
You know, the ones that come in a bottle with a rocket ship on the front. They don't taste very good, but they make me feel so nice. Hungry, too.
I don't have anything like that.
That's too bad. There was this other man who used to bring them. Not anymore, though.
What can you tell me about this man?
Mama and Papa said he came from the city. When we got sick one time, he brought those candies to make us well again. And they worked. Now we feel better than ever. Mama says they're a gift from the Eternal.
Why isn't he bringing you more rocket candies?
He said they were making us sick. Mom and Papa got real mad at him for that. They went to have a talk with him. Afterwards, they said he wasn't coming back again. Okay, maybe I'll see you at dinner.
Perhaps we should skip dinner. My stomach has been a tad unsettled of late.
Hey, what are you doing in my room?
I was just looking around.
Liar! You're trying to steal the last of my rocket candies, aren't you?
Calm down, I'm going now. Levi's Mathers Poetry Journal. What the hell?
Got it. Heads down.
I thought I'd seen the worst of humanity before.
I am so glad I skipped lunch.
Hext Braxton. Escape the house. Yeah, I can imagine that they will not be too eager to let me just go now. The inside of a house was extremely bright. The Monarch Wilderness is so dark. Well, it should be a side quest. This one. Now, we've been in the church, in the house across. It was, I believe, this one. So we can now try to return and submit some of the quests and maybe pick up Nyoka. Trying to find, is there a side that will be more safe to go down? Maybe it's supposed to be the shtick of this planet. You know, it's all about extreme conditions, right? So you have here an extreme daylight, which is so bright that you need sunglasses just to not damage your retina. And at the same time, you need night vision goggles in the night, because it's so dark that within a couple of meters, you stop seeing anything.
Always wanted to visit Stellar Bay. Taking the sights, the sounds, the... Wait, what's that smell?
The trick is not to breathe through your nose. No one saw me trip over that, right?
Let's see. First, I'm thinking of getting Nyoka.
Smells like rat in here.
Oh, it does work. I bought some musk from Sebastian to cover up the saltiness.
Come to share a secret with Auntie Abigail?
Nope. I thought you might want to know what happened to Doctor and stuff, but since you're not interested, we'll just skip you.
Ah, the charmer. Welcome back. Drink, chat, or business?
Business.
All of the above?
I've got your magic pills. These things are dangerous, you know.
More or less dangerous than a steady supply of alcohol. Give it here. Whew, that hits the spot. Right in the, oh, no, there it is. There it is. Yes. We're in business. Let's go.
Glad to have you.
Great. Where to?
Let's find the information broker.
Oh, Hiram? I ain't checked in on that man in an age. He's running the giant radio tower we lovingly call Devil's Peak. We'll be going south and west, mostly along the road till we're past Fallbrook. Out there, there's a western slope that'll lead us through some fun. You like hunting, right? That's fun. If you're more of a spelunker, Rotting River will take you into the mountain caverns. We can discuss options when we get closer. That said, 3's already a crowd. I don't mind waiting somewhere until you got a spot open.
I've got a ship at the docking bay if you want to wait there.
Long as you've got my back, I'll have yours. Welcome to the Unreliable crew.
A ship? Well, look at you. I'll find a spot there to call my own for now. Find me when you're ready.
Okay, we are approaching 80, and I think I will actually stop at 80 because a number of my other skills are suffering greatly. I will probably continue to push primarily to sneak because I really want that 150. But I will start pushing maybe in dialogue, maybe in hack or lockpick as well. We'll see slightly later. Okay. Now we need to choose a perk. And that is a problematic one. Let me see. I like none of them. None. Absolutely none of them are looking interesting to me. I don't need, ideally I don't need a lot of health because my idea is to one-shot enemies. I'm not alone in the party, I'm not running sprint. Companion crit chance? Maybe. Not using science weapons as well right now because I'm using melee. I have a science melee weapons, 2 of them to be honest, but none of them can be made silent, so none of them can benefit from my assassin perk. I don't need armor because I do not intend to take damage. Again, over encumbered, that's why I try to manage my inventory and why I have my companions. Additional experience from companion kills, but I try to escape kills in general. I don't target because that's not the thing of melee weapons. That might be the thing. Because if there is a mass brawl, then I do need time dilation. Let's try this one. But to be honest, I like none of them. Just none. In any case, now that we have Nyoka, we can first check on her cabin. Then we can slightly manage the inventory.
I could probably spend years fixing this boat, stem to stern.
You met that auto-mechanical clanking around the ship yet?
Oh, you mean Sam? He's just the sweetest, ain't he? A real charmer, my dad'd say.
Have you given him a nickname yet?
Nah, but I've been thinking on one. Gotta get to know him better, I think. Maybe ask him what he prefers. It ain't nice to give folks a nickname without him giving you the okay first, you know? course, that don't stop Felix.
Did you learn your trade from your father? It sounded like it when you talked to Reed.
Mostly, yeah. I lived in the maintenance office near all my life. Mr. Thompson never let me forget how funny that was.
I don't see the humor.
He meant funny as in odd. It's not normal for anyone to do as their parents. You take a vocational test. That decides your schooling and your career. When I tested out for maintenance, everyone figured it was on account of my dad. They were real unhappy with us.
Why would people be unhappy about you getting a maintenance job?
Because they were hoping their own kid would get the job and get sent back to Edgewater. When folk go away for schooling, they don't get back to where they begun. Not usually. You go straight to your first job, wherever the company's got an opening.
You don't have any say in it at all?
I reckon you could say, no thanks, I don't want a job. But then you don't got a job.
One aptitude test determines your whole life?
Well, they're powerful good tests. They rattled off this whole list of names who'd worked on them, with fancy bits hanging off them. Doctors and esquires and the thirds. Even if you don't believe they actually catch what everybody's best at, everybody's got to take them. So at least it's fair-ish.
But you actually are good at this, and you enjoy it.
Well, I'm good at making things work the way they ought. Not so much at doing such to somebody else's schedule. There's times I'm working deep in the guts of a loader, getting it all running perfect. Then I look up to see it's tomorrow, and I've blown another deadline. Anyhow, I was happy to get back home. I didn't care much for schooling.
You didn't like your classes?
Oh, there were a whole lot of reading, not nearly enough doing. Like, before they'd issue you a wrench, they wanted an essay on the design of different wrenches. Then there'd be quizzes on company regulations for storage and maintenance of wrenches.
What did you do in your time off?
As soon as I got permission, I spent all my time in the machine shop. They had all manner of parts, but they didn't want me using them, so I had to sneak them sometimes. I even slept in there. Had a hammock tied up in the rafters. Before I left, I installed a little skylight for myself, so I could see the stars.
They never caught you? You never got in trouble?
Teachers came through now and again, looking for slackers or contraband, but I was always working. They liked that. Otherwise, I tried not to call attention to myself. Just stay quiet in a corner and I'll get overlooked. When my roommates tried to talk, I'd get so nervous I'd be drenched in sweat. It was easier for everybody when I stayed off on my own. I doubt any of them remember me now.
After school, you moved straight back to Edgewater?
Yep, nothing much had changed. Everything was a little grayer, a little dirtier. Dad met me at the shuttle and gave me a big ol' hug. I noticed straight away that he was moving slower and stiffer. He made a little grunt when I squeezed.
Did you get much time with him after you got back from school?
About a year. I tried to do more of the work so he could rest. His heart gave him pains. Dad never said that he loved me, you know? I knew on account of him showing it. How he'd stay up late to help with my projects or listen to my fretting. Oh gosh. Look at the time. Sorry to bend your ear so long. And I got so much to do before this ship's in decent shape.
Break time's over. Yeah. Let's see what we have. Tactical shotgun. Not interested. Automag. Nope. Plasma carabine. Noise range just 20 meters. Hunting rifle. No. Light assault. Sawed-off shotgun. Revolver Mark II, Stun Baton Ultra. Pro Tossball Stick and Officer's Spine while I have supper time. It does not show me available modification slots. Interesting. There is a thing that I would like to do, and that will be to reassess all of my double-handed melee weapons. Okay. Then what I would also like to do is to find a scope and a muzzler. I should have some scopes. Yeah, extend the sight. Now, let's see, sort value, name, weight, value to weight, damage rating. This Pro Dodgeball Blocker with physical damage gives 140, while Ultra Stun Baton gives 129, with noise range of just 5 meters. And then I have Reptiprod, noise range 8 meters. Oh no, that is much worse, as a matter of fact. 5 meters plasma, okay. And then we have these things, which all are less than 100. Interestingly enough, I have Shock Stick, right? Which is 53 modifications and everything. And there should be, yeah, Stun Baton Ultra, which is another one-handed melee, but this one has much better damage, significantly better damage. I can put 2 grip modifications. Grip modifications, which would be either durability, attack speed, and power grip. Okay. Ay, ay, ay. How is that dealing so much damage? But this one is, yeah, I like that one a lot. Then I need to compare. This deals 204. Oh, this does not. Now this one has noise range of 3 meters. This has 20. but I believe that if I put a sight on it, what's your range right now? 25, and extend the sight gives another 25%, right? Ooh, it would never come even close to that thing. I do have a magazine though, right? I have an available magazine modification. I can add you a shock damage. I can add you a plasma damage. So what we can do, modify you, magazine, this one. So now this thing is extremely quiet, deals plasma damage, and has an increased range. I think we're gonna go with this thing. This is so difficult to comprehend. This thing deals more damage than this double-handed thing. Noise range 5, they do have, however, similar noise range. But it's like 50% less damage. And this has no special effects. Yeah. Plus I still can maybe put the grip modifications. I should have plenty of modifications that increase the speed, right? Let me see. Well, not plenty of them, just 4. But 4 is fine. Let's see, modify, who did I want to modify? I would like to modify you with attack speed. And now you deal 318 damage per second.
I so enjoy watching you sleep for.
That was creepy, don't do that anymore. That being said, let's put the rest of these things. Damn it, silencer is good. But even plus 25%, that would only give me around 100, so... This thing is also amazing, but...
Hours on end, Captain. It's quite entertaining the way you drool and whimper.
If you say so, yes, thank you.
Since when?
Since the Rangers decided their 8th back should stay in the Wednesday zone. Come on, Felix. The Rangers threw that game.
Were we listening to the same game? The Rangers were robbed. The Hammers have the judges in their pockets.
Teams that play poorly deserve to lose. That's a fundamental law of the universe.
Don't bring religion into this, preacher.
The Rangers handily snatched defeat from the jaws of victory. If you can't see that, let's just agree.
Potent, earthy, one whiff of this and a Raptidon will tear through 6 inches of armor just to get to you.
I disagree. Also, get spaced.
Encased trip blade. Strike with this and you'll feel it going up your arms and into your shoulders, and never once let me down. A Raptidon named Frieda. A Nyoka has scrawled the name Frida probably, into this otherwise pristinely preserved Raptidon head. Oh, now I can check it out. Nyoka is single-handedly responsible for a 10% drop in the population of Terra rays in Monarch. That's impressive and also terrifying. This is my dartboard. Vulnerable spots are extra points. And that's snake skin. What the hell?
Hey, Cap.
Hey. What's with the Raptidon in your room?
Oh, that's just Frida.
Frida.
She's the first rapt I ever killed. I had her preserved.
How long ago was this?
It had been when I was a kid, so something on the order of 20 years. My parents were very proud.
You've had this hat for 20 years?
Oh, sure. Once in a while I've got to bury her and come back later. She's a big girl. Tough to lug around. But she's been with me a while, so...
Mind if I talk to it once? Right, well, thanks for the story.
Anytime, Cap. Hey, Cap.
You getting along with the crew?
I'm still not quite sure what to make of that Max fellow. Sometimes he reminds me of Anders, and the way he stares at things as if he's gonna dismantle them. Shit. Look at me dredging up bygone days. Forget I said anything.
Who's Andrews?
Don't push it, Captain.
That was intimidating. But anyhow, light machine gun. Of course you have that one. And the cleaver. Let's see, you are given a Y. Also, a radius of footstep sounds. Absolutely. Ooh. I cannot pick it up though. Damn it. So you will give me double Y, sneak and medical. That's not what I want, but okay.
Something on your mind?
Never mind.
By verity, by strength. What are we contemplating today?
Nothing. I think I lost Felix.
battery levels are fully charged.
Good to see you, boss.
So let's think about it a little bit. I would like to take Nyoka for the story purposes. That will increase my Y significantly, but not hack or lockpick, which is not cool. So I could pick not Ellie. Yes, because she gives me engineering. Probably Felix with even more to sneak and lockpick and a little bit persuade. You can also give me lockpick and persuade and extra to an engineering. So it's either double persuade or double engineering, but in any case I get a lock and persuade, right? Right. I have additional hack and science, but not lockpick. Persuade, lockpick, and persuade. Oh, Parvati has a big lockpick. I have just realized something. Giving armor to your companions increases their skill, which gives the skill to you. Ha. Cool. Unexpected, but cool. I think I will be going with Parvati. So Nyoka and Parvati. Yes, let's go with this party. Not you, not you, you and you. What is that thing? Let's check that we do not have any inactive quests around here. Oh, we do have secret people and boat with his name. Do I have this quest thing, by the way? Boat cartridge. Like, what is it? Okay, so it just has some data on it, right?
I hear those rich people in Byzantium pay a handsome bit for raffles.
I'd give you a friendlier welcome, but I'm up to my elbows in salt tuna guts.
Who spat in your spirits, Velma?
You noticed my mood? I'm surprised you can see straight today.
I could be seeing triple and I'd still think you're being unkind. I just might find it funnier.
Will you try wrangling half a ton of dead fish with decades-old equipment and see what it does for your disposition?
Anyway, what do you folks need?
A reward for my efforts.
That he's got his load on and I'm stuck covering his shift?
Yeah.
That's... Wow. I sure feel like an ass now.
It's a rotten way to go.
Yeah, I wouldn't wish that on Catherine herself. Still, it's good to know what happened to him. And that I ought to start looking for a replacement. Something else on your mind?
Nope. I, however, remembered that I forgot to pick up a thing. Because it was so bright, and I was concentrated on this bin, I skipped this sublight cartridge idea. Sanjar?
Well, I see you've had a sobering effect on our friend Nyoka.
Sir, please stop.
Forgive me, Celia. I couldn't help myself. Anyway, what can I do for you?
I found your review on a terminal in the arms building.
You weren't supposed to look. I asked you to delete it.
Oh, it was already open.
Oh, yes. No doubt someone else was having a laugh at my expense before you. This has been my albatross. The great shame of my career. I give MSI everything. My work, my youth, my left kidney, and for years, I was a joke to them.
Your left kidney?
One of the executives required a transplant. I thought volunteering to donate might improve my prospects.
Did it?
Apparently not.
That's what you get for giving so much of yourself over to a corporation.
Oh, perhaps they were right. After all, what have I built? Stellar Bay is barely keeping afloat.
Take it easy, you've kept the city running against all odds.
I hadn't thought of it that way. But perhaps there's something to that. Thank you for that. Was there something else?
Oh yeah, another thing.
Oh, yes. I'm going to be up all night with this. All those blanks waiting to be filled, boxes waiting to be ticked.
Try to control yourself, sir.
Have you any idea how powerful this is? Corporations have been toppled with less.
How exactly is a data cartridge going to help?
What a question! Bureaucratic micromanagement is the only way anything gets done in Halcyon, and proper documentation is a key part of that. For our part, a bill of liquidation/transfer Form 52 will protect our holdings on Monarch by temporarily assigning them to a pass-through entity once we drop our bomb on the board.
So both is a bill of liquidation transfer. Okay. Yes, finally the board will get their comeuppance.
Sort of. Really, we're just going to blackmail them into offering us a seat at the table.
But really, whatever gets you excited about the idea? It's definitely a firm middle finger.
Just tell me what you are planning.
I have reason to believe that one of the other corporations is operating on Monarch. Illegally and in secret.
Is it really illegal if the board's the one that makes the rules in the first place?
If we can find proof, I can use that as leverage to encourage certain powers that be to accept our Bolt 52 and reinstate us on the board.
What does that mean for me?
If someone is operating here, then Catherine's almost certainly supplying them out of Fallbrook. Perhaps she could be convinced to tell you where they are.
Sounds like you know her well enough yourself.
That's part of the problem. She has certain ambitions for Stellar Bay, and I fear my asking her would give her the leverage she's been looking for.
Don't get yourself worked up, sir. It's perfectly natural to have a healthy fear of her.
We really don't need to discuss this now, Celia.
So, go to Fallbrook and get the location of an illegal corporate facility. Then?
Once you, subtly work out where this corporate facility might be, bring back proof of its operation. Maybe some nice letterhead. Or someone working there. That would do it.
I infiltrate a secret corporate base and kidnap the staff. Sure, easy.
A foolproof plan if I ever heard one. I'll leave the execution to you.
You gave me a helmet, right? Ranged weapon spread. Okay.
So you keep Monarch safe, huh? That's real honorable work, Miss Nyoka.
Oh, no, no. Monarch ain't safe, even with me around. I've just got intimate knowledge of its dangers and an abundance of fortitude. Folks hire me because I know what you can shoot and what you ought to run from. That's a mistake you only get to make once. Hey, Cap. Got a minute? Hey, got a favor to ask you. Figure while we're out here in the wilderness anyhow, we might stop in on an old friend of mine.
Sure thing.
Preferably before we get to Hiram's. It's on the way, don't worry. You don't seem the type to run off and get yourself killed, and I could use the help.
Well, I definitely don't plan on getting myself killed.
Well, we'll see about that. I'll be upfront with you. I hate asking for help. I hate it. Every time I give someone the opportunity to disappoint me, they seem to make it their most immediate goal. But this, what I'm thinking, it's dangerous.
What kind of danger are we talking about here?
Nothing we can't handle.
Alright, let's hear it.
I used to run with a band of hunters. Friends. 6 of us. We were on Monarch when the corporations pulled out, and we helped a lot of people pick up the pieces. I haven't seen 2 of them in years, and the rest I know to be dead. I'd like to gather their effects and bury them all in the same places, like the family we once were.
How do you know they're dead?
I saw it happen. Hell, one of them was in my arms at the time. His name was Hayes, and he's our first stop. I buried him a ways from our encampment. I'll show you where he rests. He had a medallion in his effects. That's what I'll bring home to Barry.
Where's home?
A long time ago, we built an encampment in one of Monarch's cave systems. Trouble is, a Mantiqueen showed up and kicked us all out. If we can find Rebecca and Anders, they'll know how to lure her out. Then, we kill the bitch and bury everyone's medallions together.
We're going to have to kill a Mantiqueen?
Oh, yes. I can't wait.
What the hell? Is it star-crossed troopers by any chance? Yes, it is. I have a question though. Why do I not have this one? Cascadia, Monarch. I should see it, should I not? And it's supposed to be somewhere here. Or is it here? Don't bite the sun. Yes. And where is this one? Oh, it's in Fallbrook. Oh, the empty man. Oof, I might need Vigor on this one then. But then Mr. Pickett is over here. Complicated. Well, we'll leave for now and go for the family matter. There are Amber Heights, so let's move out. Let's leave the Stellar Bay ruins.
Good old Stellar Bay. Only place on the planet that don't stink of sulfur. On account of it stinking like fish instead.
You reckon the smell ever goes away? Maybe the wind off the sea.
Just feels like there is some sort of a passage. There actually is. Huh. You can cut quite a way with this passageway. Oh, I'm rhyming. All of these guys have extreme amounts of health. Just extreme. I would like, however, to conduct a test. Like, this is not a quiet weapon, right? But I will be aiming for the weak spot. No, 537, so this one is actually weaker. Okay, and this one is not alerted. But would you go anywhere? That is actually now very doable. Did I accidentally arrive to the point where I'm a sneaky sniper? Because Papa like it. I was struggling so hard with like dealing with enemies. There is a body over there. Nope.
You got him.
I mean, keeping distance really helps. Unsurprisingly, probably.
That was clean.
Alright, let's check it out. Because this, so we got like this, and now there might be a way directly like that. Does it really go this way though? Yes, you can indeed just like cross it, and there is some way to this settlement. Some Canid Pharaoh, Mongrel, Alpha. I see a building. So what we will do, we will save our game right over here, and we will wrap an episode. Now, thank you so much for staying with me. I hope you enjoy my company and my gameplay together with my unexpected discoveries. If that is the case, then please leave me a like and subscribe to the channel, or otherwise let me know down in the comments what I can improve for you. I hope to see you next time. Have a very nice day out there, and bye.